Fantastic. There the computer is. Awesome. All right. So last time when we played forever ago, a we started off with a finding out that one of the Marigold's associates or workers had been brutally murdered during the night. Upon which she was summoned to the scene along with the only detective at the constabulary at the time, uh, one Mr. Trebecula, and he too was summoned to the scene. And when we met Chonk's character, Cassius, there was a
Jeez.
ghost in his apartment who he thought was staring at him seductively, which wasn't the case.
No,
So
he was.
the character, the ghost, bade him to get ready and led him outside, to which he walked out the front door and saw the murder. Upon inspecting the body uh, for any personal belongings to give to uh, the deceased's sister, a note was discovered stating that uh, someone you know was responsible for this young woman's murder. So you shared that with the group and were taken back to the constabulary for questioning. Upon getting to the constabulary, you were questioned while Mr. Trebecula went through the records department and finding out that there are several other connected murders to this, and that each murder has a similar uh, MO, as you would say. That the person was found with their tongue removed, stabbed multiple times, and that magic was used during their murder. But a commotion broke out because a patron of the constabulary, one Mr. Yellowcrest, came up and helped to get both Cassius and Marigold out of the questioning. And they decided to go back to the Copper Dragonfly, upon which they met a friend, Pharrell, a, a former associate of Cassius's, who warned him to drop whatever he was involved with. So, seeing that, uh, the two, Marigold and Cassius, went back to the constabulary where they met Mr. Trebecula, and they they were able to find a little bit more on the files and find that some of the file or paperwork in the files had been removed. And while he was doing that, Marigold and Cassius had gone around the corner and waited in an alleyway for an unusual amount of time as uh, Mr. Trebecula decided to take his sweet time. Uh,
A research.
upon
I forgot we were just sitting there.
you were there twiddling your thumbs, you probably could have read a book in that amount of time. Uh, so when he felt he had enough information, Mr. Trebecula went and searched for you guys and found and relayed the information he had found to you guys, and it was decided that you guys were going to make your way to, I believe it was Yellowcrest Manor.
Uh, yeah, I should have taken more notes, but I think.
I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. So we start off on our way to Yellowcrest Manor, which it's not hard to find. You've been there a couple of times, Marigold. Your husband was an associate, a business associate of his, and you had been there for several parties. And he lives in quite the lavish house. Simple. Uh, it's quite large. It's very well decorated. Oh no. It's very well maintained. Sorry, my computer just went to the desktop for no reason, and that's, all right. So it's very well manicured. There's all all of the bushes are well maintained. There's flowers all over the place. There's trees that are at this point still are starting to turn gold and yellow with the approaching fall. It's late summer and they're starting to turn gold and yellow and red and orange as the weather gets colder at night. But you go up to the front door and you knock, and you are greeted by uh, a young man, probably in about his early 20s, in a well tailored suit, uh, bow tie, and he answers the door saying, "Excuse me, you seem to have stumbled to Yellowcrest Manor. Do you have an appointment?"
Oh, you can just knock. Wow, very, very brave of you, Miss Marigold. I didn't know you just actually knock on these. Oh,
It's
we went to Yellowcrest Manor and we just walked up, knocked. The guy
oh,
opened. He's just like, do you have an appointment?"
okay. You were saying like, oh, I didn't know you knocked on these. I'm like, it's a door.
Yeah, no, that's why my guy's like, it's really fancy. I'm
Okay.
clearly, I still probably smell a little bit like liquor.
Okay.
Womp womp. I will say one thing, unless I missed it, I wanted to ask. I believe we also got um um Dr. Reverend actor Bond over here. I
Ooh.
think we also got him to get the evidence of my wife's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
death slash murder as well.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you were able to bring some files out.
Okay, cool. Cassian doesn't is not Cassius is or Cassian is not interested in looking at those.
Uh,
All right, while we wait for her to fix her mic, I'm just gonna try to down this food I have and
hey,
not choke, hopefully.
while you do that, you want to like listen to the last bit of the last time we played. See where we are.
I am trying to test it
While we wait
now.
for yeah, do your thing.
Okay, confirmed that it is now working. A
Oh my
bunch of
god, I went to listen to the last couple minutes. I completely forgot that when you streamed that my photo is that cursed Kirby. I forgot about that.
That has been your icon for a while now, Chunk.
Still
I
is.
completely forgot. Oh my, I need to change that.
That's your character.
No,
Yep, that is
that's
what
what. Yeah,
Cassius
that's
looks like 100%.
Cassius is just 5'10", just really scary cursed Kirby. Kirby, cute Kirby with the legs of a running back. Terrifying. Oh my god.
Okay, so why are we at this manor?
I believe you guys were looking to talk to Yellow Crest about his involvement, because you did find a file that his family was murdered in the same way.
Right, so we were going to go and talk to him about that and be like, hey, so we're investigating this thing
Oh,
that happens to like mirror your thing. We should work together because you're a powerful influence in the city.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Got
I like
it.
my my notes is like Valis, Yellow Crest, fancy supports the guards or police, whatever.
Right.
Gives uniforms.
Yellowcrest was the guy who got us out of some shit at the jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting questioned as though we're the ones who did it. Even
There
though I clearly walked out
were, there were 8 murders the same way. Yellowcrest had one. The evidence for his case was missing. Cassius's wife was killed in the same way. The first to die. Our recent lead,
Alright.
the recent lead detective, Kara Ferrani. I think I spelled that right.
Yep.
Stervekin, I can't remember who he is. And
His name was. He was part of the investigative team that was involved in some of the murders. Like those are the most common people involved in those murders.
Okay. And conjuration magic was detected somewhere, but I didn't write where.
That was
I
on.
think that was the ritual place
Yep.
where the murder was.
Yeah, where we found our first body.
All right, that's all I got.
Sapphires, I believe. Okay, cool. Let's say knock open and just yes. Sorry, we're here. We want to talk to Mr. Valens. He helped Senorita Marigold and I back at the station. We had a few questions.
Does he suspect you're coming, or is he expecting you?
Probably.
No, I don't think he's expecting us. But if
Oh.
you just tell him Miss Marigold is here, he'll know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay. Well, please come in. We have a sitting room over to our to my right, and just wait in there, and we'll. I'll see if he is available. You guys enter?
Aren't all rooms? Yeah, I'll go as we go inside. I just kind of whisper to the group. Aren't all rooms just kind of sitting rooms with chairs?
Trebecula rolls his eyes.
What?
The
What?
the butler will overhear you and say, "In a sense, you are correct, sir. But unfortunately, we have a waiting room for you to wait. Should you be able to talk to the master of the house,
Oh,
and
well,
if he
that is
invites you
very
in,
fancy.
you can go into the parlor over here." And he'll nod his head over towards the doors that are closed.
Would you hear that? I'm technically correct.
I mean, you don't really sit in a kitchen. So not all rooms are sitting rooms.
Okay, sorry. Some of us don't have a kitchen with a table in it. Oh, sorry. I live in an apartment where the kitchen is my room. Oh,
Marigold, you would know he has a kitchen. He just doesn't use it.
my apartment doesn't even have a kitchen.
So,
I
you
walk
know the
in.
little thing over in the corner where you can turn the button and then there's fire? There's like a little stove. That's technically your kitchen, Cassius.
You make food there and you eat it. Well, you don't eat it there. You eat it in the dining room, but you get what I mean.
No, you got yourself there. Got
Eat in the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding.
I will usher them both in towards like the parlor and go get comfortable in like a seat while we wait for Dude Man.
As you do, the building it's beautiful inside. There's hardwood floors. There's the walls are wallpapered. There's paintings of the family, Yellowcrest and his family. There's chairs. There's a coffee table, and the chairs look extremely comfortable. There's enough for you to sit all three on the couch. There's even an individual seat or two if you'd like to sit on it. But while you're waiting, nothing goes by. Nothing happens. and you'll hear Yellowcrest and the servant walking down the hall, and he rounds the corner, and he's changed from earlier. He's no longer in his formal attire, his suit and jacket. He's just now in in like a more dress shirt that's unbuttoned at the top, trousers, and some nice leather shoes. He'll say to you, Marigold, what an unexpected pleasure. What can I help you with today?
Well, we mostly just wanted to stop by and thank you for what you did at the station. We were in a little bit of a pickle there, and well, you definitely saved us a little bit of trouble, if not some time.
You are very welcome. Always glad to help a friend.
You'll have to stop by the Dragonfly at some point and get a free drink on the house or two.
I will certainly make that a priority of mine. Very much appreciate that.
I'll kind of like gesture towards Wilhelm. Now, I'd be lying if I said that we didn't have other motives as to why we were here. I think my little friend here could probably explain it a little bit better than I could.
Ah, yes.
You'd
The
think that.
aspiring detective, Mr. Trebecula. How are you, my good sir?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Pleasure to make the acquaintance.
You'll see his eyebrow raise a little bit.
I forgot I met you like earlier. Hold on. Can I retract that statement?
No,
No. Okay.
you said it. You just probably
Wow.
forgot because you've been so deep in research.
Why do you
And
ask
you
me if you can
only met
retract a
him in
statement?
passing.
That's so weird.
Who are you?
It's like we have deja vu or something.
Who are you people?
Guards!
No.
Uh, he'll reach out to shake your hand,
And he will shake it.
and then he'll look over at you, Cassius, and he says, I don't believe that we've met formally. I am Valus Yellowcrest, and you might be...
Valish, I am Cassius. I believe we briefly met when you got us out of questioning earlier today.
Yes, yes. I remember that.
Yes, yes, pleasure.
What is it that I can help you with on this fine and wonderful day?
At this point, are we all standing around something, or are we like in a
Uh,
seated area?
you guys are in still in the seating room, but he'll gesture you, and you can go sit in the parlor.
Okay.
And there, it's you go into the parlor after opening the double doors, and it is a beautiful room. There's a desk at one end, in front of uh, large glass windows. And there's, as you're walking in, a fireplace with a fire starting to dwindle. And on either side, there is two comfortable couches, exact same that you were sitting on in the sitting room or waiting room. And along all the walls here, it is filled with various different books. And I don't know what it's actually called, but that ladder that
Oh,
slides along a track so you can
yeah.
get up
I
to
know
the...
what you're talking about,
Yes.
but
Like the library ones? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. And he'll gesture for you to sit, and he'll whisper something to the servant, and the servant will walk off and close the doors behind him. So, what can I help you with?
so during the course of uh, my investigation, um, we the murder that took place happens to match one that happened that's befallen your family.
Indeed, it has. And when did this happen? What happened?
What you were a little staticky for me.
Sorry, he said, "Tell me the details. What happened?"
Okay. And so, in my investigation, we discovered that there have been 8 such cases. One being yours, and one being Mr. Cassius here. However, what brought us here today is your connections, your status, and the missing evidence from the case that befell your household.
At the mention of him, you bringing up his family's murder, you can visibly see his shoulders drop, like he's been taken back to that night, and he'll take a moment before collecting himself and saying that was one of the worst days of my life, and one that I'd rather not remember. But if you're saying that the killer who did this to my beloved family is still out on the loose and killing again, I'd, I'd like to see this person brought to justice. How can I help you?
DM, can I roll an insight for him when we bring that up to see, yeah, just to read him?
Sure.
I would also like to roll an insight check, but for something a little bit different.
No, oh, okay, cool. That's a 10, not a 1. Okay, cool. 10.
Okay. Did you roll it in roll 20? Because I don't know if my computer's working right.
Oh, sorry, no, I rolled
Or
the
did
dice. I
you?
forgot we're doing roll
Oh
20.
no. Oh no. You're fine. If you're rolling it, because you rolled it and I know my computer's been acting up. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Okay,
So
okay.
no,
I'll start
if you
using
rolled
roll
the
20. I
10,
forgot we're using it.
oh no
It's
no.
also
If
fun.
you want to use your dice, more than go right ahead. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, cool.
So you said you got a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you looking to roll for, Kita?
So I know that Marigold and her husband Joffrey have known this guy for quite a while. But I want to roll in either whatever we want you to roll for this. I guess insight or something. Based off of what Marigold would know about him, does he seem like a good man? Like, is he well known for being likable, for being like a positive influence in the community?
I don't think you're going to have to roll for that. You would know that through the times you've been to his house and the work that your husband did, that he is a respected man in the community. He gives generously to organizations that he believes in, and uh, he generally helps out where and when he can.
Okay.
So yeah, but on a 10 on the insight, you, you don't really notice too much other than like you see that the memories are flooding back to him of that night. It's like he had almost put it out of his mind for so long because it was a horrible night. I mean, most people I would assume would feel like their whole world crumbled if their family, and I'm sure that he felt the exact same way. So he's just kind of reliving some of those memories that of that night.
Well, I think the main issue that we're having here is that some of the information from the report on your dearly departed wife's investigation, happens to be missing. And we're just trying to put the pieces together as to how it all fits in with our poor Sapphire.
And when you say missing, you notice that his head cocks to the side a little bit, just like he didn't know that information. But he'll say, "Really, what type of information was missing? Do we know?"
I pointedly look to Wilhelm because I have no idea.
Wilhelm says, essentially all the evidence is what's missing. There is nothing except for a record of your case that's in the archives.
That is indeed very puzzling. I thought that they were quite close to catching someone last time, or when this happened. But
And who would that be?
well, I mean, if you look at who's in the file, don't you think that that is like who investigated this? You think that they might have taken the evidence? And why else would it have been gone missing? I would almost suspect someone in the constabulary.
So you're saying you suspect a detective or somebody who worked on this case is helping and evading? Possibly.
Wouldn't It wouldn't be the first time.
DM, on my wife's case, do I know if I just wrote it down. Do I know if Veckin or any of the other detectives worked on it?
With that murder being like 30 years ago,
Mhm.
Zekin would have been on the force at the time, as well
Mhm.
as I forget her name. Cara Farrell was a young lead detective, much like our Mr. Trebecula here, and Ezra was also on the case.
Uh, hmm. Detective, may I see some of those? Not mine. The one that, not the first one. May I see the files for some of the others? I want to cross-reference and see, or maybe you know what, paperwork's kind of your thing. Maybe we should see what detectives were most involved in these. I don't think they'd be dumb enough to be involved in every single one of these, as in be a lead or supporting detective, but you know, what's our common thread here?
So Rebecca will check all the papers for the detectives that were assigned to each case. Do I see any reoccurring names or anything of interest?
You do see a reoccurring name on recurring names on a couple of them. And by that, I mean there's like four that there's reoccurring names on, and the other four, only one name really reoccurs. But the Servekin, uh, who is it? Kara and Ezra, their names are reoccurring, and uh, the first four is where those three names are, and then after that, there's a different lead detective and medical examiner. But Ezra's name is still on the other four.
Hmm. So Rebecca will relay the information to everyone in the room, and then he'll say, "So if I had to guess, I'd say this Ezra fellows are next lead suspect.
Careful who you trust, Yellowcrest will say. Just because he's in the police department doesn't mean that he is on the up and up.
This is very true. But without further information, we're just kind of floundering, as it were.
If any of you are proficient in history, you can roll a history check.
History. Oh, I got a 10.
Anybody else?
I'm only half proficient.
Better than nothing.
You never know. Go ahead.
Yeah, better than mine.
Oh no,
Oh.
Cassius.
On a 2, they keep saying this name. It's kind of on
Boy.
the edge of your thought. Like, man, that sounds so familiar. Why does this sound so familiar? But that's all you get. But on a
I went to
10
school
and
with that guy.
you would know that Kara is one of the wardens of the city. They are given are elected to the position, and they are given information, or rather, they're able to. It's almost like districts in the city, and they're given like mayorship over them. While there is an overall like mayor, she's under him, and he serves a specific area and makes sure that things are happening and going on, and that everything is being distributed and working as a society should. But on a 14, you would know that she has been in that position for about the past 10 to 12 years. And it roughly coincides with her name dropping off of the reports as to being a detective into these murders. And you would also know that Veckin stopped for some reason at the time of like the 4th murder and just disappeared altogether. He was known kind of around the department and on the streets as the Bull. He was kind of the one who kind of made things happen in the street, and not in like an enforcer type of way, more so of a he forced he was a force to be reckoned with if he saw you doing something illegal.
When you say he disappeared, do you mean like he just stopped investigating these?
He retired from the force and just dropped off the map.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm. Okay.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's certainly suspicious.
Oh yes, I guess the last time I saw Vekin was he was still young and up and coming, much like our doctor, uh, priest, father, uh,
Not a
professor
priest.
here. Sure, whatever. As we're like doing this and still here at the parlor, like I know how sneaky I could be, but I wanted to sneak a couple drinks from my
Um,
flat. I was like, what the fuck is this called? Flask.
I mean, he was like talking and we're looking at you. I'm not sure how sneaky he can be, but
I could turn my back.
I mean, you could certainly do it if you'd like to. No
You know
one's
what? Not
gonna.
sneaky. I just like during this whole talk, like I'm like taking a swig, like uh, let's call it every here and then. But I'm just like drinking as we're, and isn't it like 11 a.m. or something like that right now? It's like 10 or 11
I'm
a.m.
I'm gonna say it's probably like mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock.
After
You guys were,
okay.
yeah. Trebecula made you wait roughly right after lunch for about an hour.
Jesus.
A wizard is
We're
always
just
on
in an
time.
alley for an hour.
He arrives exactly when he wants to.
Well, I think our next little venture in this should probably be to find this missing investigator, or at least find out what they know.
I mean, do we know if he's missing or if he's just retired? I mean, it's been a long time since he's been a good long time since I even last, saw the man. Um, you know, was Veckin human?
Yes.
At this time, there's a chance he might just be dead. You know, humans don't live that long. Okay, yeah, we'll go look at them. You're all just looking at me, and I feel like I said the wrong thing.
Sorry, Valis will shake his head as if coming out of some memory. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, do you need anything from me that I can provide to you?
Well, honestly, any information that you can remember about that night that might help us narrow something down or something that seemed unusual.
He'll
Obviously, we can't read about it in the report, and I know it's a very painful memory for you, but it could help us catch whoever's doing this.
Rebecca nods.
he'll sigh and he'll say, I don't know what more I can tell you. What I do remember from that night is coming home to find my wife brutally murdered, and uh, there was blood everywhere, and her tongue had been removed. But I and he'll open his mouth and close it several times, and I do remember there being uh, footprints, and the detectives who came that night, I overheard them saying that he had a slight limp. He During this struggle, he must have gotten, and my wife must have hurt whoever this person was. But that's all that I really remember.
I'm gonna look to Cassius. Do you remember, what was the guy's name? Veckin?
There's Beckon.
It's Veckin, Ezra, and there's Veckin, Ezra, and Kara.
Ara.
Yep. Kara and Pharrell. Pharrell
Kara
is,
and Farrell. Okay, I thought it was Kara
yep.
Oh,
Farrell. Okay, Kara and Farrell.
Yep.
There was this young music producer. His name was
Pharrell.
very, very talented young man. I wonder what he is doing now.
Either way, do you remember any of them having any kind of limp? I mean, it could be possible the person already had a limp, before. Or she just kind of like gestures towards Valens.
Yeah. DM. At the time, they were all pretty young, right?
Yes.
So,
But that doesn't mean that they couldn't have gotten hurt
yeah.
and
Would
had a
any of
limp.
them have had a limp? Yeah. Did any of them have a limp? Would I know of before? You know, before I was suddenly not? there for 30 years?
You wouldn't remember if they had a limp because
Mm-hmm.
you weren't really. I mean, you saw the detectives at your wife's murder scene,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, I didn't
uh,
like follow them around or anything.
no. And this was a couple of years before your wife was murdered.
Mm, so you see Cassius kind of just his eyes glaze a little bit, and then he kind of just no, I myself did not interact too much with the detectives. As far as I know, none of them had a link. But this was some some time ago. Sorry.
It's quite alright, Cassius. I was mostly just asking for curiosity's sake. Anything to help narrow it down.
Of course.
So, how would we go about finding this Veccan person? If, he's still alive anyway.
Well, if there's records of him living somewhere, some address with his name on it, and I slowly start looking over at Dr. Phil.
Uh, he starts looking at the notes. Does any of it say anything about Veccan beyond the case itself?
Nope, it just says that he's on there. But Valis will pipe in at this time and he'll say, I don't know if you'll find Veckin because I haven't heard or seen anything from him for years now. But I do know that you can find Kara. She is over in the warehouse district. And if she's not at the offices there, she will be in her home, uh, which is not too far away. And he'll pull out reach to the coffee table and pull out a drawer from underneath of it and grab a pen, pen and inkwell, and write out her address and hand it to you, Marigold.
Um, so we don't at all have any idea where Veckin could be. We don't know if he's in this town or somewhere else.
Nobody's seen him since
Okay.
that report.
What are the chances that he's dead? Not because he's old, but he was killed.
Nefarious reasons.
I mean, anything is just as possible as anything else right now. We don't have a whole lot of information, so
Hmm.
I think Valens is right. I think we should go find this person here. And she taps on like the paper, and we'll see what they know and go from there.
Okie doke. And I want to get my flask and see if Mr. Valance wants some, and I just go, it helps.
He'll put his hand up and say, I appreciate the offer, but I've sworn off alcohol for some years now. It clouds my judgment.
Well, okay. Everybody, has their own flow.
He'll, at this point, before you walk out, if there's nothing else you guys want to do or ask.
Um,
I think Marigold just gives him, 2 little quick pecks on the cheek for a goodbye, and just says, "We have some excellent mocktails also, so don't you worry about any of that, and you come down to the Dragonfly when you can."
I will be sure to do that. As always, it is lovely to see you, Miss Marigold.
Likewise, Valence. And I start ushering my little crew out the door.
but wait, Um,
This part that
no
doesn't have
cars.
any ice cream in it.
How is there cars in this world, or like how? Is that
They're more along the lines of carriages,
carriage? Okay.
but they are self-propelled.
Okay. Okay. You don't happen to have a spare garage we could use to get around town?
Unfortunately, mine is being worked on at the moment, but the warehouse district is just right around the corner.
Come on, little man, you gotta move those legs.
They'll just give
Exercise is good for
Cassie
you,
the look.
Mr. Wilhelm.
You're gonna be a good detective. You're gonna need it.
Hey, small legs. It takes a lot of steps
That
to
you
get
do.
places.
That is true.
Marigold, kind of like nonchalantly, starts taking a little bit longer strides than normal.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna start walking faster.
She's not like trying to be like purposefully flagrant about it, but she's definitely like she's like a 7 foot tall furball. So I mean, she already has pretty long steps, but she's like taking a little bit extra swing in her steps right now.
My legs are just moving kind of fast. So I'm trying to play it cool.
Rebecca was just walking at a normal, steady pace. He's not bothering us.
Come on, we don't want to lose you.
Kita, go ahead and roll me a survival check to see how long it takes you all to get to the warehouse district at this current pace and with Wilhelm not giving a shit and walking his normal speed.
13.
It's not very long. It takes you about 15 minutes. But when you reach there, Mr. Trebecula, you are exhausted. You need a couple of minutes. You're huffing and puffing, trying to keep up with the rest of your investigative team here.
Well, I was gonna say, like, at some point he will just like walked at his own pace, not to strain himself, and he'll get there eventually because he knows where they're all going.
And they're only waiting for you for about 5 to 10 minutes when you do arrive.
Got both hands in his pockets. He's like casually walking up there, kind of annoyed looking.
Doctor Detective, Doctor Detective, we've been here for like half an hour waiting for you.
Well, that's your loss.
Hey, it's precious time. I'm trying to do this whole investigation thing. I mean, if you really want to be taken as a serious, serious investigator, detective, or whatever, I mean, I don't know. I
Dracula
think they're
just
gonna think you're lazy.
Dracula doesn't
I'm
say
only,
anything. He just like
only
starts
trying to
going
help
off.
you. Ah, this guy.
So you make your way to the. What were you gonna say? There, chunk. Or, I'm sorry. God. I'm looking at your pictures at the bottom right hand side of my screen or left hand side.
It's like Ema and Win all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say there, Mr. Wilhelm?
I don't remember. It's not important, probably.
Okay. So you'll make your way to the main offices of the warden of the warehouse district, and you can see the lights inside are they're still on, but there's not nearly as many as on as it's approaching early evening at this point because you guys were at Valis's for probably about an hour or so, and uh, it's just a plain, simple building, brick and mortar facade, not that tall, simple windows, blue shutters, a little bit of a less maintained yard, but nothing like they, they have more important things to deal with here than just the grass. So if you want to, you can go and knock on the door.
Well, go on, Mr. Investigator.
This is the warehouse
Are you us?
for
It's the offices in the warehouse
office
district
in the
of the warden. Yeah.
You gonna take your time in each store, or
with his right hand in his pocket still, take his left hand out, make a fifth, and like do 3 bangs on the door.
it's kind of disrespectful if you ask me.
You'll hear someone say, "Coming," and the door will swing open, and in front of you, you will find uh, a young woman. Well, not young. She's looks younger than she is. She's in her uh, early 50s, and she is dressed in very fine clothing. Let's see if I have her picture. It's black coat, red belt, uh, nice form-fitting trousers, boots, and a ceremonial saber at her left hip. And she'll say, "Can I help you?"
Let's go check. Okay, I forgot again. Whose house is this? Or place is this?
We're at the offices in the
I know.
warehouse district. We're
Okay.
essentially at the
We're looking for
It, the
Kara.
car. Second?
Kara.
Car. Okay. Specula will do a little bow, introduce himself.
Weird.
A little bow. Hello, my name is Don Sir Master Dr. Lord Wilhelm Schebecula the Sixth Senior Junior. And I am the detective. I'm a detective on a case that has led me to your home or place.
well, that is quite a mouthful, my good sir. But I'm always happy to help a constabulary detective. What can I help you with?
We believe there's a Ada here. She was a
Speaking.
previous detective. Oh, hello.
Hello.
The camera pans up. The door. There's a thing that says Detective Kara.
Can we come in?
Of course. Come on in. Is it the three of you?
Yes.
Okay, come on in. And she'll lead you to her offices. This this house is uh, looks like it was formerly as a residence of some type that has been converted into a office. Uh, Not makeshift, but in the process of being refinished. She'll lead you to her office where she sits at the front of the desk in front of uh, several chairs and gestures for you to sit if you would like.
Before he takes a seat, he'll introduce Marigold, and this is my aide in my case, Miss Marigold, and then there's this guy.
Marigold gives a little bit of a curtsy.
Sh- sh-
Cassius kind of puts on a little formal, not like a deep bow like Cassie, like Dr. Phil, but I'll do like a little bow and I say, "Afternoon, señorita. My name is Cassius. I'm tagging along, as we say, making sure Miss Marigold here can continue providing very good gene."
I see. And what brings you to my offices at this hour of the day? I was just getting ready to pack up and leave.
Oh, 9 to 5.
It's a cozy job.
Hmm.
Well, unfortunately, our reasoning for being here is a little bit less than pleasant.
Usually the
illuminate there.
constabulary business is.
Yes. Um. So I am currently investigating a murder that
Man.
matches matter that matches one that records have said that you have oversaw, investigated in the past. I was wondering, with your past experience with uh, this very similar murders, that you could uh, help us out a bit.
Of course. What would you like to know about those murders? And we got close to catching someone several times, but they always eluded us.
Could you share with us what your leads or something that whatever it was that brought you close to apprehending the culprit?
We excuse me. It we do know that there was someone involved with the constabulary, from what memory serves, but they seem to have been protected by someone on the inside. And every time we get close to that person, they it seemed that they evidence went missing. Uh, it was kind of very incredibly frustrating to get so close to feel like you're catching someone and having everything disappear right out underneath of you.
Yeah,
Um, just kind of
it
like out of
happens.
character. I was thinking like every time you say it's someone in the constabulary, I'm thinking like it's not me. It's I didn't do it. um,
Say, Doctor Detective, whatever. How long have you been in the constabulary?
that is personal information that I will
That
not
is
share.
relevant currently.
Yes, but I won't. I'll answer Miss Marigold if she asks, but not you. I don't like you. Not right now, at least.
Well, hey, I don't like that my wife was brutally murdered and her tongue cut out, but sure. Miss Marigold, could you ask him?
Oh, just answer the question.
Yeah, just answer the question. What are you trying to hide?
Rebecca looks around a bit, see if there's anybody around listening, aside from the two. Um, if not, he'll shuffle his way closer to Marigold, and he'll like wave Cassius in to like whispering distance.
You'll
Cassian
see
squats down.
Kara like, "Hello, I'm right here."
Just one moment, please.
Yes,
Yeah,
one moment. I was also gonna be like, one moment.
yeah, they were both just like, oh, what? Just hold
Marigold like awkwardly bends over at the waist so she can lean down and hear what's going on.
Wow, Miss Marigold, you do yoga? What the fuck? You're just bending at the hips all the way down. That's
on.
wow, impressive.
And when you're all within whispering distance, he will whisper to you two. Um, who eats?
Cassius immediately just goes, fuck. As he just like he stands up and he goes to like a corner of the room, puts his hand in the corner, just like like just pulls out the pulls out the flask again and just takes a couple pretty large swigs.
Well, that certainly answers a couple of questions some of us may or may
Oh
not
my
have
god.
had.
No wonder you took a really big bow. What the fuck? Sorry about that. Yes, Miss Geta, so
Like
somebody
he's just nodding.
somebody you would get close, they'd be protected. Do you know if that protection may have came from a certain office or position, or is it more of overall everything would just get shut down.
I have my suspicions, but as I'm sure you know, there's whispers and rumors of who actually runs this city, and I'm sure that they were involved.
I was hoping to avoid that. Does the name? Let me look at my notes.
As Tom looks at his notes.
No, it's Cassius pulls out a little notebook. His handwriting is not that good, and the questions are the level of for real? Question mark. Yellow crest? Question mark. Parlor? No ice cream? Question mark. He just goes, "Do you? Does the name Pharrell mean anything to you?"
You'll see her think for a moment. No, I can't say that that name rings any bells.
Hmm. So he has not been too involved. Were you ever visited by anyone who told you to maybe not look into the murders so much?
Not that I can remember, no. I mean, these were in, from what I at the time believed, they were isolated at first, and then evidence would disappear, and then it would be a couple of years before something like this happened again, and we'd investigate, and evidence would disappear. It, it was a repeating cycle that just didn't seem to end. It was incredibly frustrating.
Is there any missing evidence from my wife's? Hold on, let me look at my notes. Was there missing evidence from my wife's as well?
There, you haven't looked at it.
That's true. Um,
Uh, I don't
so
know
do you
if.
know?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you know if there was missing evidence in all of the files or only in some of them?
I know that evidence went missing on the cases that I investigated.
Hmm.
Can you
I think
tell us the leads you had that brought you close to app- apprehending the culprit?
If memory serves, it was a prominent businessman, and I believe his, his close associate was we were looking more into than anything. But when he turned up uh, dead, unfortunately, our trail went cold at that point because every murder that we had, our lead suspect had an alibi, corroborated by quite a few people.
what the Vecan. Have you heard of where they might be staying?
I have not. He just kind of, after the fourth case really fell through, he just grew entirely frustrated with all of it and just packed up. I haven't seen him since.
Can I roll a roll an insight? Can I like roll an insight now? Kind of has she been like when she answers things? Are they up on the up and up? Is she kind of nervous? Stuff like that.
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight.
I want to roll one as well.
Nice.
Sure, go ahead. Would you like to get in on this, Marigold?
Ah, it's been a rough day for you, boy.
17. Ooh.
23.
Get better as they go. So you, Cassius, you'll just kind of see a woman who is just kind of excuse me, recollecting on her past body of work and doing the best to recall details of the questions that you're answering. And she seems to be honest about it. You, Mr. Trebecula and Miss Marigold, you see that there's like kind of like a nervous twitch every time you kind of ask about who the lead suspect is on this. But it's very fleeting, if anything, if you catch it at all. She almost like she knows more but doesn't want to say who it is for fear of repercussion.
Hmm.
Yeah, that Trebecula shares like a knowing look to Marigold's like, like you picking up what I'm saying, sort of thing.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
I think Marigold kind of like steps forward and puts like a comforting hand just kind of like on her shoulder. I know this is really hard, darling, but we're just trying to put some things right. Whoever this person is can't keep getting away with this, and we do need your help. If you have any idea who this person could be, or can just give us a name or anything, it would be so helpful.
She'll look at you with just the slightest hint of fear, and she'll say, I can't give you his name because he has people everywhere. But I'm sure that you know some of the more well-respected people in this town. And he runs in those circles.
Uh, do I have any inkling as to who she's referring to? Like, is she talking about Valens?
She could be talking about Valis. She could be talking about Ezra. Because Ezra is one of the more well-known detectives at the constabulary. And has a reputation for getting stuff done. And people, he's very well liked throughout the city.
Remind me, DM, have we seen Ezra? Like, we've met Ezra, right?
Yes, Ezra is the detective who put Wilhelm in charge of investigating this murder.
Yeah.
And he did question you for a little bit.
I think Marigold kind of like starts going back through her memory a little bit during her time with Ezra, and is specifically trying to remember if she noticed that he had any sort of limp or walked with a cane or like any kind of stiffness while he walked.
Want to roll a history check?
I mean, no, but sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna step away real quick.
No.
That's a 4, but hold please. Trying to look because I think I have a certain feat. That's not what I want. My mouse is fighting me. It keeps like scrolling back up as I'm scrolling down. I guess just as a bonus action, I'm just gonna kind of like hum to myself a little bit. Like, it's really, really quiet, kind of like very, very short, and I'm just gonna give myself a bardic inspiration, and I'll add a D8 to that. Not that it's gonna do much good. thought that I had taken the lucky feat, but I don't see it on here, so I don't think I did.
That's okay. We'll wait for Karn here.
Yeah. But I just like that every time I'm just rolling solo every insight, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I guess he's just having 1,000 yards, so he's having a moment. He's gone from drinking and ignoring this thing to suddenly, oh, we now have to like really investigate it and just you know.
I'm back.
Awesome.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So on a 6, you notice that he, from your interactions, didn't necessarily give away that he had a limp, but if you noticed, you would see it. It's only very slightly that you would notice it.
Okay. I think thinking on that a little bit, Marigold kind of pulls back away from the girl.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just sneezed. I understand your trepidation in trying to not give us his name. But I do hope you understand that something needs to be done about this.
So you have a name and you don't want to give it. What would be the reason? Is it? I mean, you could be forth. Well, actually, you can't be too forthcoming with it. Hey, doctor, whatever. Could you like go outside for a little bit? Because we're not part of the continents.
Hmm?
Could you
I was like, what?
step outside? Could you step outside for a little bit? Just you.
Uh, why?
Because you are part of the. I need to ask questions that you can't be in here for.
He'll like tap his nose. I hear you.
I just look up to Marigold. Does he?
I don't think so, but just go with it.
he goes outside, but there's like, oh, I think there's like window or something. It's gotta be like a window like by the door. And he sees like his eyes just like peering over the bottom edge of the window.
Are there curtains or anything like that?
There are. Would you like
I
to
just
pull them?
go. Yeah, I just go and I just pull the curtains.
Yeah. As you come up, he's like following you with his eyes, looks at you as the curtain
As
closes.
the curtains start to like close. I'll close the curtains and I just say, "Good." So, and I go back, sit down. I pull out my flask and I, do you want any? You're on the clock. You're about to get off.
I would, but I'm still on the clock, so no.
That's why I had them step out. Put it on the table here. If you take some if you want some. I didn't see anything. So you're protecting a name. I just want to know why. Are they paying you? Is it more of a they're paying you, or more of you fear what would happen should they know you gave a name, or you're loyal to them?
Which do you think it is?
That's why I'm asking you. Oh, there's also the whole fear, blackmail, that kind of goes hand in hand. I just need to know those three.
I think this conversation is out of 10. Please see your way out. And
Great.
she'll walk
So
behind her desk and grab her
so
coat
when
and
we
start to
go
walk
to
out.
other detectives and say that you know something more, either they're going to come for us or they're going to come for you. So we just need to stake this place out. Does that sound about right? Medigo, I don't know how the detective thing works.
If you would like, you can roll a persuasion check. Or intimidation, rather.
Oh fuck. Uh,
Roll high, fine.
I
Nat
don't
20. Let's go.
I don't have a high intimidation because this whole time, like, the way he's saying this is a very honest thing of like, he's being very honest of like, is it these or the 12? I think that bleeds through of like, these are honest questions. Is like, so if we do that, it's gonna be you or us, so we just have to be around here, right?
You'll see her stop and she'll turn and stare at you like unblinkingly and say, I left this job because I got close and it almost cost me something that I care not to lose. And that is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm protecting that again.
He just claps his hands like real quick. He says, "Okay, fear, cool. That's all I was asking. You didn't have to be weird and cryptic about it." Ugh, God. Anyways, and I grab my flashlight and say, "Thank you for the information. Um, I had the other guy go out because not say anything in front of the cops or whatever. Yeah.
And you think that I wouldn't report you to the cops? I still have friends in the constabulary.
I mean, you could, but then I know who reported me, and then it just becomes the same thing. I stake out here, they come for me, or they come for you, but I know who comes for me is going to be tied with that, and vice versa. So, huh?
We're not
It
trying
makes
to
sense.
cause any trouble here. We're just trying to figure out who's murdering people around town every couple of years so that we can just get it to stop.
I hope you do. I was close and it almost cost me. Good day. And she'll extend her arm, pointing to the door in a no uncertain term, saying with her body language, get the fuck out.
Okay, bye. Good meeting you. Oh, God, she's so serious. She's getting off of work. Hey, Doctor, whatever.
As we're leaving, I just
Bro,
I pat Cassius a little bit on the back, like between his shoulders. Darling, we really got to work on your sense of tact and your line of
When
questioning.
Once he crosses her, he's not smiling anymore. Just whenever you brought up his wife the first time, that's kind of the same like look he has. A very the most serious you've seen him. He's usually chipper, kind of how he is, but like for a split second, he does that, and when you do that, it just goes back real quick, and he just goes, "It worked. You want some? It's your gin."
I'm quite all right, thank you.
Okay, gonna need to go back soon for the refill. So I think I did a pretty good job in that.
yeah, Dracula, I've seen y'all come out. It's like kind of looking in. It's like, do I go back in? It's like, how'd it go?
Pretty good as a door slams.
No, not pretty good.
I see.
She kicked us out.
Mm, I
Um,
suspect Cassius did the talking.
yes, Cassius did do the talking.
Ah,
However,
I kind of got answers.
oh, are they good?
Sort of.
Well,
Uh, uh,
care
uh,
to
uh,
share it?
mm. Oh, sorry. I only answered questions if Marigold asked. It's the smuggest look on his face.
petty fucking children.
And you probably had stupid information anyway.
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
I don't.
Okay. He just starts walking
Good.
in a random direction.
Well, she would not give us a name. However, we may have a little bit of a lead. Do either of you recall Ezra having a little bit of a limp or walking with a cane while he was interrogating us? You would probably know the best. And she looks right at Wilhelm.
Wilhelm tries to remember. Does he
And
remember?
roll a history check.
Okay.
Someone please roll higher than a 6. Oh, that's
Hey,
much better than a
right.
6.
In the time that you've known him, the 2 weeks, you would have noticed that he does have a very slight limp,
So,
but
okay.
yeah, he has a slight limp, but he hides it well.
Okay. So Dracula puts his hand on his chin. I think it's like, now that you mention it, I think I do remember him having a slight limp that he tried to hide or mask in a way.
So, like an injury that he may have gotten doing some illicit affairs and potentially has healed over some time.
Well, I cannot say how he got the injury, but it is an injury, and it is old. So
Well, we can go check in with them
yeah, I was gonna say,
and just ask
so
them, hey, did you murder? You know, or are you pretending a murder? Something like that.
Again,
oh
Cassius,
hey,
I
you like
think I
murder?
think we should work on your tact and line of questioning before.
Okay, look, I'm trying to keep it civil. I know a way to question people. I just don't know how good it would work. Usually, it's best not to do that in front of the constables or detectives either.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very violent, and I learned it in prison. Okay, I spent some time behind bars.
Are you saying this in front of the warden's house, or have you guys started walking away?
I think
I
we've
would say
started to walk
as we
away.
walked away, yeah. Like I'm saying it loud enough for them to hear me, but I'm like shouting it like, sure, I went to prison. I can question this guy. It's gonna be not super legal, you know. But I'll say it to these two.
Under arrest. No, I'm just kidding.
But you know, that's that, this about you know, eh, that's about all I can really help with, unless we're trying to, I don't know, steal information. If we can find out either if they have information written somewhere and try to take it, or if we're all open to obtaining information in less than legal ways and less than ethical ways. I'm open to it. If we know there's a lead and there is a form of justice to obtain, I'm all for it. I just don't know how stuck we are on following the law. And I look over to Dr. Mr. Tumnus.
He will say, "You have some issues, you know that."
He just kind of shrugs his shoulder. Yeah, you know.
But whatever. We'll see how things
Well,
go.
I think the question is,
Exactly.
what
Thank you. Now
would
you get it.
what would connect Ezra to all of these murders?
I think Ezra was the medical officer for most of the murders.
Yep. As you're saying all of this, you hear a familiar voice call out to you, Cassius, saying, "My dear friend, I told you to drop
Keep walking.
this."
Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Oh, who's that? A new
Keep
friend.
walking.
No,
Keep
I might.
walking.
I'm,
Keep
I,
walking.
I have tiny legs.
Walk faster.
Where do you think you're going, sir?
If we're walking on the street, is there a alleyway or somewhere where I can dip into and try to hide?
He, you know this voice, and he has already seen you. He knows where you are. So he'll
Hello.
say,
Yeah,
"Come,
I
come, sit
just
and talk with me, old friend."
uh, um okay. Um hey, Dr. Detective. This is an old comrade of mine when I was part of a militia. So yeah. It's all black.
All black. Scroll to the lower right-hand corner.
Nope, all black.
Yeah, no. It's
Ye- let
hugely
me
black.
reload just in case. Did you turn on the fog of war?
I thought that I had.
So that's probably why it's all black. With the fog of war, there's another button that it lets you reveal things, but it'll let you like drag and highlight what you want to reveal. But yeah, just go, detective. This was an old comrade when I was part of a militia. Was an old friend, but we decided our our lives went in two different directions. So just be careful.
So you're telling me you went the criminal way and he went to the not so criminally way?
No, the other way around. I
Oh,
I'm not. By technicalities, I am a criminal, not. The point is, I am not the one who went for a life of crime.
oh, that kind of old friend. I see.
Sure.
Uh, is the um friend approaching us or what's going on?
He's at a table, right? He said, "Sit at the table. Sit with
He
me."
said, "Come sit with me." Yeah.
Oh,
You're currently walking from the warden's house. You've come to like a little bit of a town square. There's some trees, some lanterns lining the cobblestone parkway. There's a fountain in the middle, and he has several guards uh, around him.
I'll go over.
Ah, all right. Looks like that.
I'll go over and I'll sit with him.
Okay. So I'm just trying to get it turned on for you because apparently your tokens aren't turned on.
Ah.
Although uh, Mr. Trebecula's is. And if I can't get this, then I'll just change it. Should be in the lower right-hand corner of the map.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing anything either.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
either.
I'll show you what it looks like on our end.
I
Then we
will.
go and copy, exit over here,
Okay, I turned it off.
paste.
Let's see.
There we go.
All right, I turned it off. Oh well. So he'll say, are
Did
you
you give
going
us
over and
control
say,
of the? Ooh, did you place the tokens on the GM screen or on the background screen or the?
let's
Because
find
there's
out.
2 levels.
Let us find out. They are on the token layer. Thought that I had this.
I was gonna say you could copy, paste, delete them, go to the right layer, and then copy paste, and it'll keep the same. What's it called? Like settings and stuff of like permissions.
Try moving yours then, Cassius.
No, I can't. Or have you allowed us permission to drag it around?
Where would that be?
Click on the token, and then there's gonna be a little cog wheel that comes out. So you just left click, then click that token,
All right.
or click that little cog wheel, and then there should be kind of on the left hand side a drop down that says permissions or something like that. Then you could hit all players or the specific players or just you. I just think. Let me double check. Let me hop on to open another window, and I'll hop onto the other one in case if you can't see it, then I can walk you through it. Um, because I might have not remembered that correctly. Oh my God. Come on, D20, let's go. Making me watch this ad for 15 seconds. That seems a bit much.
Ah, found it. There we go.
Oh, okay, you found it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you click, it's the cogwheel. Then on the represents character. Yeah.
All right, you can hopefully move yours now.
Yep.
Hmm.
I'm so fast.
There we go. You should all be able to move them now.
Yay!
Fantastic.
God, I'm so fast. I'm just using the arrow keys.
All right. So
What?
he has asked you to come sit over on the bench. What do you do?
Look, I don't like that he has his guards with him. If you two would like, you can keep going. You can keep going. I could see with him and keep them distracted, try to get away when things inevitably turn violent. Look at me, I'm so fast.
He'll say, Cassius, for old time's sake, come, let's have a chat. And
And where's
I
he?
am.
I see. Oh, he's up here, right? Yeah.
yep, these two will start making their way towards you.
I am a man of the law. You wouldn't dare break the law in front of me.
Oh, God.
You have protection. Protection of the yeah, the buyer
Constabulary.
side.
It's honestly almost. It's almost cute, you know. and I'll just walk over and just go, "Yes, hello, Fidel. What brings you and your 7 friends?"
Well, I did ask you to drop what you're doing,
You
and
did.
it seems that you haven't. So I'm here to warn
Okay.
you for a last time as a friend to drop what you're doing.
What are you
Or
doing?
what? And I just kind of put a hand out to I don't know another famous doctor. To Dr. Phil to just kind of like, like hold on, like,
He'll see your hand and be like, "I've fallen for this trick one too many times here. I'm not going to shake your hand."
no, not hand to shake his hand, but like to like keep keep Dr. Phil from like being like, "I'm a police officer. You wouldn't
Uh,
dare,"
You're under
like to
arrest.
keep
yeah,
him like,
And then they will
yeah,
you're
stop.
you're keeping him at bay. Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
I just go,
so yeah,
look, Fidel,
Justice. There is
you
no
know, you know why I'm doing this. I mean,
I do, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are messing with people who don't take too kindly to people doing what you're doing.
I just like look over to the doctor and I say, mm, doctor, whatever, we're going to have a private conversation. And I just kind of start walking over here.
And these two will join you.
Mother, kick him. No, drown him in the. I just
private, you
look.
say. Hmm.
Okay, private conversation with your friend, sure, whatever.
Probably
Look,
suspicious.
if is this
Look,
loyalty
I
or
don't want to
money?
see you. I don't want to see you hurt.
Is this loyalty or money or fear?
Don't look at them. This is me protecting you.
No, this is you taking orders. So is it money, fear, or loyalty?
Please, Cassius. And he'll have his guy here step in front of you and start to push you away. Like as Pharrell starts walking away, and Pharrell will say, "Drop this, or
As
they will."
soon as the guy puts his hands on me, I'm going to take the blade out and I want to essentially attempt to cut his arm off.
Go ahead and roll for an attack, and then
This
we'll roll
escalated
initiative.
quickly.
By any chance, this is where I'm gonna lawyer you. Would would this technically put them in the surprise condition?
No, because he knew that something might happen. But I will give you the attack. But
Okay.
is your sword a bonus action to ignite?
I think I took the one that was not. Let me double check a Rooney my notice. Because I took the ghostly. Oh, sorry.
If you're good.
Because the katana, I believe, was the katana was the one to ignite with a bonus. No, my bonus is different. So
Okay.
mine, yeah, mine, yeah. So yeah, okay, cool. So, all right. Oh, I minimized too many. Just want the 20 plus. Beep, beep, beep. Wait. So that should be. Oh, sorry. I realized I set one thing up wrong with that. So that should be 16.
Just misses.
Ah, damn it.
So he'll see you grab the sword and go to strike his arm, and he will back away instinctually. So go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
Oh, look, he got into trouble again. I wonder how this will turn out. Let me just watch from here.
Ooh, a 22. Nice.
Ew.
I love not being
With
first
mine,
in initiative.
since mine's not going to, since I wasn't able to put my character thing, right click on mine and then put add. God, what is the actual thing? Because you put me to. It would be a thing where you add me to the initiative thing. Oh, whoops. Actually hit the wrong button. Here, let me
What did you
check so I
get?
can actually. I got a 22.
Okay. I'm just figuring out initiative here. It's almost like I had a month to do this and didn't.
That's Hollywood, baby. Here, I can add my initiative.
I'm probably doing this all wrong. I apologize, guys.
You're good.
You're good, dude.
Yeah. I would have had Detective Me music playing, but Lunabot's down for maintenance.
Uh,
Pom, pom, pom.
is SoundCloud still?
It is up, but I haven't found anything detective themed on SoundCloud.
What? For real?
Yeah, well, some stuff I found is more of a lo-fi or sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Oh, God, that's so loud. Scared me. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, it's yucks. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, so Cassius,
Mm-hmm.
you are up first. What would you like to do?
Um. I'll. Oh, I could do this. Let me double check to. Forgot I had this. Shit, that's kind of. No, I don't want to do that then. I'll step. I'll stay here and take another swing at this guy. Why not?
Okay. Go ahead.
Dirty 20.
It hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
I'm going to. Mm, Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna throw in a smite. That's gonna add in another. Um, 2d8. Unless he's undead, then they would add another one.
Nope.
Eh? Ah. All right, then. It's gonna take 21 points of damage.
So after seeing that he dodged your first attack, you press forward and swing down, and you hit him, running your blade across his chest, and he cries out in pain. And he's looking pretty hurt. Is that going to be your turn?
Um, I look over to Pharrell and I just tell him, "You could just tell me," and then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. So
Any objections if I put like some like bassy Polish music?
no.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, go for it, dude.
All right. So next up, it is this gentleman's here's turn, and will see that you are attacking his buddy, and he will first move here, and then he is going to pull out a rifle and shoot at you, Cassius. Does a 21 hit?
Would you believe me if I lied and said no?
I, I would believe you, but no.
Oh, okay.
So it hits. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It does 10 points of damage to you. I'm
How
just
much?
seeing 10,
Okie doke.
and I'm seeing, and then he'll take his bonus action to reload and fire again at you. Does a 17 hit?
It just hits.
Okay, that dice is gone. Wait, there it is. That is an additional 9 points of damage.
Okie doke.
So, having taken his turn, he takes aim at you, and you hear two loud bangs, and you hear and feel pain shooting through your shoulders. And
I sure do.
let's see, and he'll keep moving to about here, And that's his turn. Marigold, you're up.
You're just gonna hear Marigold. God dang it, Cassius. And she's gonna lift up her skirts just a little bit to like her knees, and she's gonna like reach under, and strapped to each of her thighs is a hand crossbow. A what?
A gun.
They
Yeah,
say like 2 machine guns.
yeah. She has 2 hand crossbows that are. My husband's looking at me weird from across the room.
Casually lifts your skirt.
She
What's going on?
pulls out two hand crossbows, and I'm gonna take 2 shots at whoever was the one that Cassius hit first.
Be this gentleman up here.
Do.
Ooh.
A 21 does hit. That's 10 goes wide.
6 whole damage from me. Yay.
6 whole damage.
Uh,
So
and I'm just gonna scoot back this way a little bit.
okay. So you'll see Cassius. You'll see right after you've taken your swing and you feel the pain in your shoulders, the gentleman in front of you gets shot in the upper torso with a bolt sticking out of his chest. And you look
Nice.
behind you and you see Marigold running for cover. And you see Dr. Trebecula kind of just staring there at the moment. Like, what? Is that your
I
turn?
just little
Yeah.
nod to Miss Marigold.
Okay. Next up.
I'm warning y'all now. Marigold is not good at a fight.
Mr. Doctor doesn't have very much health.
Oh, cool.
Fantastic, right?
This is going really well, you guys. We're gonna be fine.
I would say I have a plan B to get us out, but you guys just kind of walked a bit far away for it to work. So I'm just like,
Okay. Seeing that
It'll be all right.
your friends Cassius are participating in
They run.
the combat here,
hmm
they are going to cast Shield of Faith on this one here. Is going to cast Shield of Faith on the one in front of you,
Okay.
and he will move up this way, and that'll be his turn. This gentleman here will I keep closing stuff I shouldn't. He will attempt to cast Hold Person on you.
Okay.
And it is
What's the save?
Wisdom saving throw. DC. DC so 14.
It's a good thing I have a +0 to that. Let me see if I have anything to get myself out of it before I roll. Mm-hmm. 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 I don't. Okay. Um, it's gonna be just a straight roll. Ooh. It's a no-go, compadre.
Oh my goodness. So as you look back to your attacker there, you feel your body just tense and no longer have control of your body. It's frozen in place.
Mhm.
And that will be his turn.
Mhm.
So this gentleman, let's see, how far does he have to go? Okay. So he is going to use his action and movement to come right up in front of you, Mr.
Oh, hello there,
Trabecula.
sir. How may I help you today? That'll be
This
sorry
guy's
about my friend.
crazy, huh?
I know, right? Did he just
Violent,
attack? He just like
violent,
attacked you?
violent criminals.
Hey,
What
he
are you
broke
doing
the
with that
law.
sword?
If you all want to help arrest the criminal, we'll gladly take him off your hands.
He will take out his mace and go to attack you.
Hey, what are you
Oh
doing?
wait, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have a turn because he used his action and his movement.
Oh, hi there, buddy.
So that is his turn.
He's thinking over your offer.
Uh,
Well, kindly take the criminal mustachio Cassius off your hands and be out of your business.
the gentleman in front of you, uh, Cassius, will pull
Mhm.
out his longsword and take 2 attacks at you. Does a 16 hit?
That is my AC, so I believe it does.
Okay. That was one-handed to get it out, and then this one's going to be two-handed. No, a 7 does not hit you.
Fortunately, it does not.
You take a whopping 3 points of damage.
All right.
And technically they'd be at advantage, but I forgot. So you're welcome. He'll turn to Pharrell, and I forgot to add Pharrell's turn, so I'll make it after him. And he will tell him to run, in which case Pharrell will spend his movement running away.
Boo, coward.
It is now this guy's. Did I make him? Right, whatever. So it's now this guy's turn. 5 and he'll start running towards you, uh, Marigold, and he'll get to that point, and he will take out his pistol and try and shoot you.
Hey, buddy, you're breaking the law. Stop it.
Does
I have to arrest you.
a 15 hit?
Oh, it just hits.
You have broken the law. You will suffer the consequences.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as he takes a shot, and it hits you in your shoulder.
How
Gonna be-
dare you hurt a lady?
I just gotta say, I'm paid to.
Your mama will be very disappointed in you.
It is now your turn, Mr. Trebecula.
I see. Oops, that's not my character sheet. I believe this is a action. Gosh darn it. What about this? That's also an action. What about this? Also an action. That one action. Okay. I will cast Mage Armor.
As you do, we see a really big suit of armor form around you that's way too big. And then you're looking up at it like, the hell? And then it all of a sudden just shrinks down and is quite form-fitting. Any bonus action movement?
13 plus the Dex modifier. My AC is normally 11. That
Okay.
would turn it to 14.
Okay. If it's +3, then yeah. Well,
My AC.
it's 13 plus your dex would be what,
Okay.
1?
Yeah.
Yeah, my Dex is 1, so that I guess the total be 14. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. With that, and that was a actional. He will try to I'll move. Let's see, 5. No, wait. Stop it. 5 and around here, and try to get towards Cassius, and he will take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It's 10 out of my 25. And
A
15.
13 just misses.
Hey, and you make this full movement up to where he is now. Don't leave. Oh, wait, I could have done this. Oh, well. Oh, no, wait. Ooh, good idea. Okay, yeah. That is all I will do.
Okay. So then it's going to be this gentleman's turn. He'll run up to you and say, "Thanks for making this a little easier, bud."
Hey, dude,
And,
breaking the law.
and,
Cut it out.
and he'll take out his
Breaking the law. Breaking
mace
the law.
and miss you with a 10.
Oh, dude. Where'd you learn to swing?
He'll go to hit where your head normally should be because he's used to fighting people taller than you, and just whiffs.
That's insulting, but also good at the same time.
You feel the top of your hat scraped just a little bit, and that'll be his turn. Cassius, it's your turn.
Yeah. Well, I'm still. I don't think the person who casted hold person on me has been attacked yet, have they?
Nope.
Yeah, so I think that's all I'm gonna do. Let's roll. Let's see if I
Wisdom 14.
all right. There we go. That 13 still paralyzed.
No.
That's
Man,
gonna be my turn, baby.
All right. Seeing that, you're still stuck. This gentleman down here is going to take a shot at you with his rifle again and completely whiff with a 5. He'll take his bonus action to reload and attack again. And it's the same damn thing. So both shots go wide. You hear them in your paralyzed state. You hear them kind of bounce off the ground on either side of you, thinking like, how the hell did this guy miss?
It's just like a chuckle from my paralyzed.
And your turn, Marigold.
Which is the one that I saw cast a spell on Cassius?
It would be this
Man.
one right here.
Oh shit.
Oh, I should have asked that.
It's
Man, I
pretty far
forgot.
away. Let's see, measure. So I was 75 feet. Hundred and 20 feet is the it's 30 to it hits. It's fine. All these new freaking things on freaking roll 20. Go away. Okay, it went away.
A 13 just hits.
Heck yeah. Then I'll do it again.
Sure. And a 19 also hits. Give me a second. And he drops concentration on the whole person spell on the first one.
Sweet.
Yep.
Uh,
You feel your body return to normal there, Cassius.
All right.
and I am going to scoop my
And
butt
sorry,
up
you
here.
said it drops or?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
I rolled a 6 on Constitution save.
Hell yeah. Let's just keep hoping I'm still up by the time that rolls around.
Yeah, that's my action and my bonus action, so that's it for me.
Excuse me. So, this guy, seeing that you moved into his line of sight, will look over at you and he will cast Spiritual
Yes.
Weapon. He's looking over at Marigold.
Counter spell.
That's a 3rd level spell, so it just automatically cancels. So nothing happens.
I meant to use it earlier, but I forgot. Because, first time playing a wizard. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got a counter spell. I forgot about that.
He will move up here, and that's going to be his turn. This gentleman down here. Keep going. He is frustrated that his spell just fizzled away. And he will attempt to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Counter spell. No, I'm just kidding.
And he'll do it right here. And you see appearing next to you, Mr. Trebecula, a curved knife, spectral knife floating in the air right beside you. And it'll go ahead and attack and miss. And that's going to be his turn. And now it is.
So, maybe like draw where the weapon is, so it's like up here.
I will draw this
Or something.
right there.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Now it is this gentleman's turn. Oh, no.
It's one of their turns.
1, 2, he will again pull out his pistol and take a shot at you, Marigold.
Ah,
I am rolling like shit tonight.
good.
It's a 12.
Good.
That does not hit.
That is going to be his turn. So now it's the gentleman in front of you, Cassius. He
All right.
will. He is going to take 2 swings at you with his long sword,
Okie doke.
two-handed. That is cocked.
And he's gonna miss both times.
Natural 20 on the first,
All right, maybe not.
and a 18 on the second.
All right, maybe those hit.
So 12 damage on the first,
Ooh.
and
Double to
7 damage.
24 or just 12?
Just 12. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
And a 7 on the second.
All right.
And that's going to be his turn. And at this point, you'll see Pharrell just disappear off into the night. It is now this gentleman's turn. Sighing in frustration from running all that way, only to have you run away. Trebekula. He will move here, and he is going to take a shot at you. And
Break the log.
completely miss with a 10.
Attempted murder of an officer. And assault.
And that's going to be his turn. Mr. Trebekula, it's your turn.
Mr. Trebekula is gonna slap the spiritual weapon with the spell magic.
What level are you casting it?
3, third.
All right. Spiritual weapon is gone.
Get out of here. um. He'll say to Cassius, "Hey, Cassius, can you get away from that guy and go towards Marigold?"
I just like kind of look over. I just go, sure.
All right. Can I? What does this do?
Willow, you don't know anything about Willow.
Who's Willow?
I have a
Who
completely
is that?
different D&D character named Willow.
Don't ask questions.
Okay.
Questions that you don't want answers to.
Calling me a D&D character name I've never even debuted yet.
Totally not like I've heard someone else called that, but yeah. You grants you a brief insight. Okay, so I don't want that. How about this? This casting time takes 1 hour. Okay, that's not gonna work.
No. Just start now. You'll be good.
Hold on, guys. Give me 1 hour. I'm almost ready. Can I shoot firebolt from like that's someone like right up to me?
You can, but it'll be at disadvantage.
Or 9 to hit?
That misses.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
And I don't think you can do it because you use your action for dispel magic anyway.
Oh yeah.
So. Oh, the difficulties of playing a wizard.
Wizard inspect not technical difficulties, wizardly difficulties. Please stand by. I didn't equip my guy to be a fighter, so most of my stuff are utility spells.
Oh yeah.
Hmm, I can locate an object. That's not gonna help. uh, run away. I'll try to disengage again.
Okay. He will get an attack of opportunity on you
Yep.
and completely whiff again, scraping the top of your hat with his mace,
Nice.
growing
There,
ever
dude.
more frustrated.
The little hobbit man running around, dodging blow.
Ooh, ah, ooh. We hear a doink. Yahoo!
All right.
But,
Is that your
Every time
turn?
he gets.
Yeah. Just he'll say, if we can, let's group up. I have a way to get us out of here.
Will we actually hear Mamma Mia?
Let me.
It's just Dr. Mario running around
Uh,
every
you're
time he
making
gets hit.
you're making me want to turn him to Mario now.
Every time he gets hit, you cheer.
Ow!
When he gets knocked unconscious. That's so stupid.
This guy will run up to you, Chonk, and
Uh-huh.
he is going to take a swing with the mace, being thoroughly frustrated that he hasn't been able to hit the little man. And does
Around.
a 19 hit.
That does. I'll just duck that. Unfortunately, I do not think I can get away.
Silver barbs.
Woo!
Are you within 60 feet, I think it is?
Oh, you know what? I might not be. Fuck. Hold on.
No, I think she is.
Yes.
Yeah!
Okay. That is an 8.
Take that.
Woo!
Maybe Marigold and what's my name? Doctor will come to Cassius.
That's going to be his turn. He's just growing, again, ever more frustrated that he is unable to hit the broadside of a barn.
Well, you should.
Why I hit nothing.
You should really get get out of the business of doing this. You suck.
It is your turn, Cassius.
All right, so we're gonna run away. Is that what we're doing? Are we gonna run away or are we
I
gonna
mean,
kill these
yeah.
guys?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that's my plan. Either that or try to get. You know.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say fuck it, let's just try to kill these guys. I could just keep healing myself. But if we're gonna get away, let me go ahead and do action, dodge, bonus action, dash. Thank you, rogue.
Ah.
Boop, 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 boop. 60 feet. Um,
You don't have to get to me. You just have to get to Dracula.
oh.
Well, technically,
Eh.
we all need to be together for this to work.
I just whoop, flip through these guys using the
Hey,
dodge
nerds.
action, or sorry, disengage action, and then bonus action dash to just whoop.
And they see you go. The one guy just cries out in frustration. Do you want to
Okay,
do
now we need
anything with
to.
your action?
I did use my action. I used disengage, and then I had to
That's,
dash.
I believe disengage is a bonus action.
Yes, and then use
Okay, yep. Okay.
or
All right.
hmm,
So you'd have to use your action
actually,
for movement then, because
can I
you
change
have
my
what?
movement?
Sure.
So if I was here,
What?
I would have.
Oh, hot damn.
If I was here, eh, I'm here. I want to go 5 feet. Action, hit this guy. Bonus action, disengage, then run. I want to see if I can just kill this guy.
All right.
You're
Go
so
ahead,
fucking
and
petty, and I love it.
he does have a +2 to his armor class, so go ahead and roll an attack.
27.
That hits.
It's
I can't throw I unfortunately cannot throw like a smite with that, but it'll do 11 points of damage as I. So
Are
it's
you out of spell
5,
slots?
10, 15, 20. No, I'm just using my bonus action to disengage.
I think you can use divine smite on a hit. You don't have to declare it before.
It's a
No,
bonus action.
It's a bonus
I-
action. Yeah, otherwise
I've
it'd be so busted.
Yeah.
I've never played a paladin, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're so much fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like the damage you can put down is ridiculous. And they can't even like since smite is an ability, you can't like uh cast the no magic spell. What's it called? Counterspell. You can't counterspell it because it's just an ability you could do.
In my that one paladin I played, Theodred, he was a pole master
Yeah.
as well. He also had the extra range. He could put smite on it. Yeah, it had a lot of damage going for it.
It's even better when your DM
Yeah.
gives you a plus 14 to hit sword.
Ooh.
Wait. Oh my god, wait a minute. I think you're right, because I look wait. I'm looking it up and I think you're right. I don't think it needs one.
No, it's divine smite. Starting at second level, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target in addition to the weapon's damage.
I've treated
Yeah,
it as a
but
bonus action for forever. But
because it says casting time bonus action.
uh-oh.
Bonus action, I'm pretty sure.
So divine smite, wrathful smite and those, yes, but I think divine smite is just I hit the wrong baton.
I'm confused now. I don't know.
Well, let's just say roll a d20, and on a 10 or higher, you would think to pump in the divine smite. If not, then because I'm looking up wrathful smite, this is them there.
Yeah, there's a couple spells that are like special kind of smites.
Bonus action for wrathful smite.
Yeah, but divine smite itself.
I don't actually think that Penny has divine smite, so I can't check on Penny.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'm
I could pump it in.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, baby. Another 11, so 22 total damage.
So, what did you roll initially for damage? Without the
11.
divine smite. 11.
Oh, without the divine was 11. With it,
Okay.
another 11. So 22
He,
total.
he is looking pretty rough.
Nice. That is my turn.
All right. So now it is this gentleman's turn down here. He will go ahead and take a rifle shot at you and does a 16 hit.
Yes.
8 points of damage. And then he'll bonus action reload and then fire again for a 12 does not hit.
No, it does not.
That is going to be, well, he'll move this way. And that's going to be his turn. It is now Marigold's turn.
So that guy's not down, right?
No, he is still very much up,
All right.
but barely.
Marigold's going to work her way over to her companions, and seeing that he's still up and being kind of spiteful because this was not the evening that she was preparing for, she's going to take 2 pot shots at him again.
At this guy here.
At the guy that we've
Okay.
kind of been downing this whole time.
Okay. A 20 does hit. And he is still up. And a 21 hits. And he is still up.
That's Motherfucker.
He is on death's doorstep, though.
Well, I don't have anything, so that's my turn.
Just die already.
So that will be his turn. Or is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. So it is now these guys' turn. He is going to I think he's going to cast Sacred Flame on Cassius.
Wow. They don't like me for some reason.
Well, you also don't seem to be going down either.
Okay.
So you need to make a dex save of 11.
Wisdom, you said?
Dex.
Dex. Ooh, I'm better at those.
I appear to have misunderstood my spell. I do not think we have a way out now.
Oh no.
Oh, 13. I barely.
So you start to see yourself glow, and your skin start to get really warm, but you're able to just kind of shrug it off, and nothing happens.
Is that the new lotion you're using? Makes your skin glow.
Ooh. I just go, kind of, I felt kind of nice, It's a little chilly at night.
It is now this other thug's turn, and he is going to cast. Fantastic. He will cast Sacred Flame as well on Trebecula.
Hey, get that off me.
Stop that.
Stop it.
Roll me a DC 11 Dexterity saving throw or higher.
A dexterity?
Yep.
Saving throws. Oops.
Ooh,
Not normal.
meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
So you see your skin the instant after you say that to Cassius to start glowing as well, and it gets hot and hotter and hotter and hotter. But then you also just kind of like, no, I don't know. And you blow it off, and you're fine.
I'm smoking, baby.
All right, it is this gentleman's turn over here, and he will come up here, and he is going to take a shot at you, Marigold, and completely miss with a 5.
Oh, you
And
just kind of suck.
that is his turn. It is
Hefty
now this
start.
gentleman's turn. The guy you've been beating up to a bloody pulp will then
Yeah.
take some rifle shots at you, Cassius, and miss with a 11,
Mm-hmm.
and roll a 11 again. And at this point, he is going to take his movement and get over here. Now it's this guy's turn. Seeing how he missed you or got close to you last time and then you ran away, he is going to take out his mace and take a swing at you, Mr. Trebecula. I'm getting a new die.
We meet again.
That is a 8.
You missed.
Yes. Now it is your turn, Mr. Trebecula.
Uh, If I were to cast a range spell with that guy there, would that be affected?
You're casting it there. What's the radius?
No, I mean,
It's,
like,
it,
I don't want to cast it here. I just mean like I'm gonna cast it somewhere else. But with the guy standing immediately next to me, will I be affected casting this
no,
range spell? No.
you're only affected if you're targeting him because he's
Yeah.
up close. If you attack someone who is not up close to you, like 5 to 10 feet away, then you're okay.
Okay. Can you all see the circle?
Yes.
Yes.
I will cast Fireball right there at 4th level.
Beautiful.
It will hit
I'm gonna
all
say
4
that
of those guys.
I'm gonna say that no matter what, that guy is dead, even if he
Okay.
makes his save. This guy.
At
What's
3rd
the
level. 3rd level.
okay? What is the DC?
Fireball. Where'd it go? Okay. DC 15.
The one thug fails with a 13. Cultist. Also fails. And you got this guy down here as well.
Yeah, all 3 of them around the fountain.
Okay. He saves with a 16.
Okay. Target.
And 27 fire damage.
Alright, so if they succeed, they take half. If they fail, they take full.
Half foot out of my hand. It's 13, so. And then this guy. Just. He failed. Hasn't taken any damage. So he is. The cultist is looking rough. And our friend here is also looking rough. Is that your turn there, Chief?
Yeah. Let's see. Actions. Bonus action, but I'm cool without that. This still takes an hour. I think I'm good.
Okay. So now it is this gentleman's turn. You can see that he's on death's doorstep. So he will say, fuck it, and run up to you, Cassius. And he
Yes.
is
Oh, the poor
going
guy
to
who couldn't
take,
get anybody.
yes, he's going to take a mace strike at you for
Mhm.
a 16.
That hits.
Silver barbs.
Haha, you thought.
20.
Fuck.
That also hits.
All right. You take a whopping 3 points of damage.
It's mostly just the
Hey.
principle. Like I know he
You,
doesn't hit hard, but
you see as he
You know what?
starts to swing.
I appreciate
Oh, go
it.
ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying I appreciate it.
You see as he goes to swing at you, like his eyes kind of like go wide for a second, like what the hell? But he still continues through and somehow manages to hit you. And but more so like just glance off you than anything. It is now your turn,
just,
Mr. Cassius.
just get bonked. Like the
Yeah.
fuck. Well, think. Ooh, sorry. Damn it. I think this takes up my action, but I prefer not to die here. Okay, so, detective, you're going to. What are you doing to get us out of here? What? We came here. What's up?
Hi. I actually misunderstood my spell. I can protect
What?
one of us. I thought it was for big enough for everybody, but no, it's only for one person or a large person. If we all squeeze together, I think it'll work.
I just my hand kind of
It's really
it
small.
glows a bit, but rather than being like a light glow, it kind of like sucks the color out of the aura around it. And I just kind of pat myself, and you see some of the wounds I have kind of seal and close up. I'm gonna use lay on hands, heal myself for 20 points. Uh, as my action. For my bonus action. Ooh, please be a bonus action, please. Nope, that's not a bonus action.
So if it
What about
fits
this
like
one?
a large creature with us in this square of four, wouldn't it technically encompass all of us?
No.
No. Oh. If we stack on top of each other.
You'd be one really tall person and two smaller people on top of that person.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's my that's gonna be my turn. Or actually, what can I do with my bonus? This is I haven't played a rogue that often, so I want to read this quick little thing. Can I do anything done with my bonus action? Damn it! I can only do that and that. Okay. I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. All right. So, all right. It is this gentleman's here's turn, and he is going to take two shots at you, Cassius. Oh, that was a journey. That's a 7. Oh, wait, sorry. 10 and a 9. So, no, he doesn't do anything.
Hell yeah.
He will move up to here and kind of go prone and just hide behind the wall of the well here. It is your turn, Miss Marigold.
I'm gonna look down at Wilhelm. Are you able to get yourself out of here? Like, just
Oh,
yourself?
oh, definitely. It's just the rest of you guys I'm not sure about. Well, I can.
Okay, but you seemed really sure about that, and then you got us all like bundled together here, and now you're saying you can't. Can you get yourself out of here? Just you.
Yes,
Okay.
hopefully. Yes.
Meet us back at the Copper Dragonfly. Got it?
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna reach over. I'm gonna put my hand on Cassius's shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Dimension Door.
Hey, what's up? What?
You can do that.
Yes, I can do that.
And we
I
never
will.
saw Dr. Don.
Yeah, really. He's just.
You're all under arrest.
He's
Every
just
one of
dead.
Listen, I asked and he said yes, so that is on him. Um, I feel like Marigold probably knows the city well enough that she can visualize somewhere 500 feet away from here that is safe, that they could duck
Yep.
into some alleys or something, and she takes Cassius and immediately heads for the Copper Dragonfly.
You do so without any problem, except for the fact that your friend Wilhelm is now all by himself, and
That's a Wilhelm problem.
that is a Wilhelm problem.
It's surrounded by like 7
Yep.
with
So,
guns.
Hey, buddy. Y'all want to
uh,
get that Cassius fellow, right? I know where he lives.
so it's at this point that you hear the stampeding of feet, and
Stampede.
you see coming around the corners from where you came, and
A herd of cows.
and over here you see a group of constables and detectives headed by Farah Farrell, coming to help
We got you
put
surrounded.
an end to this. And you
I
see
have
that
them white
a
right
lot
on
of
them.
the guards have guns, and they're pointed at everybody, including you, Mr. Tribeca. But
He's pointing at the thug, and he's like, "Aha! Now I have you."
and that's where we will end tonight.
Fell into my trap.
I got you. As they put a gun in your head. Wait.
This is
Yeah,
fine.
I was planning on doing Dimension Door earlier, but Karn piped up and he was like, "I have a plan. I can get us out of here." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I don't have to use Dimension Door." And I was like, I can only use Dimension Door for me and one other person anyway, so that'll work out. Maybe he has something else in mind."
Yeah. Until I read the size limit, and I'm like, "Oh wait, one large person or creature." And I'm like, "Okay, that can work." Oh, I can save
Oh
myself.
man,
I'll be fine.
that was fun.
If you see a hamster ball rolling around, then you know who it is.
Is that a hamster ball? Just a magical hamster ball?
Hamster with a top hat.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm ending this stream.